Every culture has their stories of the first humans to walk the earth. In my opinion, the best myths, and certainly the most superior, comes from the Philippines. In their story of creation and the first people to walk the earth, there was a great flood, and this bird was flying through the air, and in the ocean below, this bird, this seagull, saw a piece of bamboo and heard knocking on it. The bird picked up the bamboo and opened it, and inside the bamboo were the first humans, male and female. Malakas, the first male, or the first Filipino, and Maganda, the first woman or first Filipina. And what I like about this story and what makes it so superior to Adam and Eve and the Garden of Eden story is that man and woman emerged equally. The woman did not get created by a rib being taken from her husband's side, which makes her subservient, and the man wasn't taken from the dirt. Instead, man was taken from the fruits of the dirt, from the bamboo, and man and woman came out of the bamboo equally. And if you have a myth where man and woman are emerging from bamboo, or for that matter, any plant whatsoever, then you must assume that in other bamboos or other plants, men and women were emerging also equally from various different places. Because of that, you don't have this pesky problem of where did Cain get his wife? Obviously, the children of each of the couples coming out from the bamboo would meet each other, and of course they might marry, couple up. So automatically you start out with some equality and some degree of cordiality between the sexes. And when people began to explore the earth, it wasn't because it was cursed. When Adam and Eve had to leave the Garden of Eden, it was because they were cursed, they disobeyed. When Cain left to explore the world, it was because he was cursed, he killed his brother. You know why they left in Filipino mythology? Overcrowding. Now that makes sense. When the first Spanish missionaries came to the Philippines, those myths were suppressed. And Adam and Eve and all the complications of a male-oriented society with inequality began to creep in and became the official beliefs of the land. But in a strange way, those stories haven't really vanished. They are struggling to come out in many interesting forms. For instance, if you look into the films of the mid-70s, particularly the ones that we dismiss as drive-in or exploitation epics like Eddie Romero's The Mad Doctor of Blood Island or the Blood Island stories, you see mad scientists doing experiments with chlorophyll, actually blending humans with plant life. And I truly believe, possibly unconscious to the filmmakers and maybe even the audience, that the ancient myths were beginning to rear their heads and become known through the medium of drive-in classic films. Why, I didn't even know that the Spanish Inquisition had operated in the Philippines until I saw the movie Daughters of Satan with Tom Selleck. And in that movie, you have the witches who are burned at the stake in Manila back centuries ago, reincarnating themselves and coming to get the descendant of their Grand Inquisitor, who just happened to have been Tom Selleck. Those are the kind of stories that I want to explore when I go to the Philippines to shoot my documentary, American Backsliders in the Philippines. I'm coming to the Philippines as a seeker, as an explorer, and trying to embody the spirit that I find in the Mark Twain books, Vagabond Abroad or The Innocents Abroad. I'm coming here as a seeker, an explorer, and of course, as a documentarian. It is a land that has active volcanoes, which, considering that's how we got our continents and land masses, you might say it's a land of constant birth. And that is what I hope to explore when I return shortly and start shooting my documentary, American Backsliders in the Philippines.